Namo Buddhaya. Have you ever sat down in an exam room, staring at a question that you know you studied, but the answer seems to have vanished from your mind? It's a frustrating experience that many students face. Why does this happen? Why is it that no matter how hard you try, sometimes your brain just refuses to recall what you've learned? In this video, we'll explore what causes this sudden forgetfulness from a Buddhist perspective, focusing on the 5 mental hindrances that block our ability to remember. And more importantly, we'll uncover a powerful tool, meditation, that not only helps you overcome these obstacles, but enhances your ability to retain knowledge. The 5 hindrances to memory. According to the teachings of the Supreme Buddha, forgetfulness, especially when studying, often stems from what are called the 5 hindrances. These mental blocks cloud our mind, making it difficult to absorb and recall information. Let's break them down. Sensual desire, kama chandu. This refers to craving or lustful thoughts. When your mind is preoccupied with these desires, it becomes impossible to focus on studying. Your mind is wandering somewhere else, fantasizing about things that have nothing to do with the task at hand. Anger, vyapada. Have you ever tried to concentrate when you're furious? It's nearly impossible. Anger heats up the mind, diverting attention away from studying. Instead of focusing on the material, your thoughts are consumed with rage. Sleepiness, thina mida. Feeling sleepy while studying is one of the most common challenges. When your mind is covered by drowsiness, nothing sticks. The knowledge simply doesn't have the energy to sink in. Restlessness and worry, udaka kukucha. Sometimes your mind is too restless, filled with anxiety or regret. You may find yourself constantly distracted by random thoughts, making it difficult to focus on your studies. Doubt, vicikiccha. Doubt about your abilities can be a major obstacle. If you're constantly thinking, "Am I good enough? Will I succeed?" then your mind is too occupied with these thoughts to absorb any new information. Connecting with personal experience. These 5 hindrances might sound familiar because they reflect universal struggles we all face. Think about that time you stayed up late cramming for a test, but your mind wandered, thinking about something completely unrelated. Or maybe you felt so anxious about how you'd perform that doubt clouded your ability to focus. In my own journey, I remember times when anger or frustration about something unrelated to my studies completely derailed me. I'd sit down with the intention to focus, but my mind was so distracted by emotions that nothing stuck. Over time, I discovered that meditation was the key to pushing through these barriers. How meditation helps overcome these hindrances. Buddhism teaches that meditation is the best remedy to quiet the mind and remove these hindrances. But how exactly does meditation help? Let me share some practical examples of how it works. Sensual desire. Imagine you're trying to study, but your mind keeps drifting toward thoughts about a vacation or a new hobby. Practicing mindfulness meditation can help you notice when your thoughts stray. When you become aware of your desires and bring your attention back to the present moment, your concentration improves. Personally, I've noticed that even just 5 minutes of breathing meditation helps me stay focused on what matters. Anger. Meditation also works wonders for anger. When you're furious, your thoughts spin out of control. But through meditation, you learn to recognize anger as it arises, allowing you to take a step back before it consumes you. For example, I once had an argument with a friend just before a big test. Instead of studying, I was fuming. A short meditation session calmed me down and allowed me to regain focus. sleepiness. We all know that sleepy feeling when studying. I've found that a quick 5-minute meditation in the morning makes all the difference. Just focusing on my breath or doing a short body scan helps me shake off that drowsiness. It's like a mental caffeine boost that clears away the fog. Restlessness and worry. If your mind is restless, focusing on meditation can ground you. For example, I used to worry constantly about upcoming exams. My mind raced through endless what-ifs. But meditation taught me to stay in the moment. When I practiced loving-kindness meditation, focusing on sending positive thoughts to myself and others, I found that my mind settled down, and I could focus on studying again. Doubt. Doubt can paralyze you. Whenever I doubted my ability to succeed, my studies suffered. But meditation gave me the tools to manage this self-doubt. Through practicing compassion meditation, I learned to treat myself with kindness and realize that it's okay not to be perfect. This shift in mindset was a game changer. Let's dive deeper with a real-life scenario. I remember preparing for a crucial final exam in college. I had studied for days, but on the morning of the test, I was overwhelmed by anxiety. My mind was spinning with worry, and I could barely remember anything. I decided to pause for a moment, closed my eyes, and practiced a simple breathing meditation for 10 minutes. By the time I finished, my mind was clearer, my heart rate slowed down, and I felt more centered. As a result, I walked into the exam feeling focused and calm. The exam didn't seem as daunting anymore, and I remembered everything I had studied. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? When you study, it's not just about reading books or memorizing facts. It's about preparing your mind to be in the best possible state to absorb and retain information. The 5 hindrances, sensual desire, anger, sleepiness, restlessness, and doubt, are barriers that keep us from accessing the full potential of our memory. But by practicing meditation, even for just 5 minutes a day, you can calm your mind, push away these obstacles, and unlock your ability to remember what you've learned. Next time you sit down to study, remember that it's not just about the time you put in, but the mental clarity you bring to the table. Whether you're battling drowsiness or self-doubt, a few minutes of meditation could be the difference between forgetting everything and acing your exam. Try it out for yourself. Commit to meditating for 5 minutes every morning before you start studying. You might be surprised by the results. And if you want to learn more about meditation and how it can improve your life beyond just studying, make sure to check out the other videos on this channel. The key to remembering what you study lies not just in effort, but in the state of your mind. Clear away the hindrances, and your mind will be a fertile ground for knowledge to grow.